All right, guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the golf course. It's very rare we get the luxury of doing one of these tests on a golf course. We've headed out to one of the additional holes. They call it 11 East. It's like a 19th hole, an alternate 11A, 11B sort of set up here at the Pulpit Club, our outdoor home for the summer. So we want to talk to you guys today a little bit about something that we think could be impactful for your game in terms of lowering your score, you know, not having to make as much up and downs, as many up and downs, as much pressure in your short game, and that's ultimately hitting more greens in regulation, Mikey.
Definitely. I mean, this is one video I need to pay attention to. Because I struggle to hit greens at the best of times.
I said something to you recently and you kind of went, huh? Which was about the steeper the land angle, the bigger the green effectively gets.
Yeah.
And we think, obviously, that's something that you guys could benefit from understanding. When you put your set of clubs together, you know, you have your set composition. Are you setting yourself up for success to hit the most greens in regulation? We know the number one thing that stops you guys hitting, and all golfers hitting greens in regulation, is not taking enough club.
Definitely.
That's the number one thing you guys could do more of, right? But beyond that, angle of descent. We're very caught up in launch angles and spin rates, you know, not often enough paying attention to the angle the golf ball is coming into the green at. So we've kind of set ourselves up here around 200 yards, something that is in, you know, for me in that yardage of could be, and this is in 2, so it's playing about 225 today. It could be a 3-iron, it could be a 4 hybrid, it could be a 7 wood.
7 wood, yeah.
So we're going to test all 3 and show that if I had this yardage, really, what would I be trying to do without trying to manufacture a shot?
Totally.
Obviously, we can have players who like to hit the ball high or hit the ball low, which is fine. You know, if you've got the skill set to do it, great. Not everyone does. And we're talking about how we can utilize our equipment to obviously pick the right set composition to help you when you get out here. So, very different clubs we've got here, Mikey.
Totally.
We've got 20-degree 3-iron.
Yep.
Forward CG, high CG relative to what we've got going on here.
Right.
Will produce the lowest flight, we think.
Yep.
Right?
That's what they're designed to do anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That utility iron that flies a little bit, maybe a little bit higher than a standard iron, but still not quite what we're going to get with one of these guys.
No.
Okay, you've got the 4 hybrid there, little Stealth 2.
Yep.
DI
22
shaft.
degrees.
Yep, and then we've got the 21-degree 7 wood.
Yeah.
So those are actually not that far off the same length. I actually cut the 7 wood quite short.
Right, okay.
So, you know, I'd be interested between those if there's much of a difference. So we've got the drone out there by the green. What we're ultimately looking to show you guys, upon landing on the green, really how the ball will be received by the green. This is a fairly generous one because it does tilt from back to front. So the ball will be held easier in this green. And it is a little into the wind as well.
Wind, yeah.
So, you know, we might not see as exaggerated as you might be in the links, or you know, you have a green that's running away, but I do think we'll be able to show the impact of using 3 very different golf clubs.
Love it. Let's do it.
All right, Mikey, not an easy shot today.
Into the wind.
Water on the right.
Oof. Bunker, big bunker on the left.
Wind into out the left. So, you know, you've kind of got that. Do you ride the wind and hit it with a cut, or do you try and drop back into it?
Yeah.
I'm probably favouring actually riding it a little bit right now, so I'm going to try and, you know, favour something that just kind of starts left and fades back in. I played it how I wanted to.
Yep, and there's the example of it's into the wind, you're trying to hit it onto a green, and it's hit onto the green and it's just chased completely off the back.
No chance, yeah, no chance. So we've got that coming in there at, you know, 213 on the fly, 12 launch, 3200. The launch monitor thinks I've hit 3 wood. Lovely numbers for 3 wood. Not ideal for a, you know, a sort of driving iron in this case.
And your descent angle you're looking for on this particular shot?
And we're going to be trying to get it, you know, if we're going to stop it, we're going to need it in the 40s.
40s, yeah.
You know, that's probably coming in there at like
36.
36, yeah. No, not ideal for stopping power. And that's what we see all too much in the bay, isn't it?
Okay, a little bit more turf taken with that one.
Yep. Kind of flighted that one. Yeah, tried to just take a little something off of it. Just, I want it to land on the middle of the green and see kind of how it reacts, obviously going back. we landed in the middle of the green and we had no chance.
Totally.
Okay.
Okay, so jumping into the 4 hybrid here. Obviously, a little bit more forgiving right out of the gates, a little bit more confidence boosting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, in a degree, yes, but also I get a little bit, like, I think maybe it's the Scotsman in me. The ball close to the ground feels safer.
Yeah.
Into the wind, like we've got that blown back at us, like I feel like a ball exposed is a
Balloons
risky
up.
play.
Yeah.
But I know I need to just get over that because this is a better play. And that one from a stopping power standpoint, it's going to drop like a...
I mean, from 66 feet to 100 feet, 95 to 100 feet in the air, it's going to stop for you.
Right.
I think the nice thing with this club too is it looks so much easier, especially in this type of shot. If you were playing a golf course into the wind, water on the right, bunker on the left, you want an easy shot. You don't want to have to finesse one in there.
Definitely. No, I mean, that felt like, you know, a nice strike, good efficiency, but launching at 15, spinning at 43, you know, it's coming down. What was the land there?
44.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that's a normalized one. The actual reality is it's probably coming down like 48.
Probably, yeah.
Because the wind,
good
you know,
point.
is going to stall it a little bit.
Okay, I hope the drone sees how close that one was, because that was pure.
And that's what we're trying to show. Like,
Yeah.
to that flag, if we're
Tapping.
going to land it right there and it's going to just drop and stop like that, it's ideal.
Yeah, that's 100 feet in the air again and
Yeah.
43 descent angle.
Beautiful.
I mean, really good.
Okay, so huge difference between those two clubs. See 7 wood.
Right for us, 7 wood. What do you expect to see with this thing?
So some of the changes in delivery we're going to see, Mikey, longer shaft. We're going to see it a little bit more around the body. That one was out to in and a little bit more steep. So we created more spin loft through the steeper angle of descent with higher loft.
Right.
This one we're likely to see less spin loft. I think we'll see good good launch, good speed, but less spin.
Right, okay.
We won't see the spin in the mid-4s like we did 43 and then 44
Yeah.
on that last one. We should probably see that spin down a little bit, but launch and speed should be good. So
Okay.
probably actually somewhere in between.
Right, okay. Okay.
High as well.
Yeah, 100.
So quite similar to the hybrid.
Yeah, 101, 4,300 spin, descent angle at 43.
Okay. Delivery on that one was
2-3 down.
2-3 down. Okay. Peely one back in.
Yeah. 90 feet in the air, descent angle at 42.
You can see where that little collection is there. All the balls are landing in the same spot. So
Yeah.
let's go back to 3-iron. I mean, obviously we've not tried to kind of see what 3-iron does if we try and flight it, but let's have a look at it.
Okay.
So that's me trying to flight 3-iron.
Yeah, and that's from your average 3-iron was 66. Now you're at 91 there.
But it's still releasing.
Totally. 4,200 spin, 41 descent.
Okay, so not bad. But we're definitely talking different windows.
Totally.
Different windows. How's that one?
Now in 3,900, 82 peak height, descent angle back under 40, 39.
Right. And that's me kind of trying to flight those a little bit nicer.
The hybrid was the window, the perfect shot for you.
Yeah, it was the easiest, wasn't it?
You know, 3-iron, I think the scary thing is you have to manipulate it too much.
Yeah.
7 wood gets a little too up there for you. That hybrid was perfect.
Well, the other thing, you know, like I'm having to cut those to get it. If I try and hit the draw with this, it's going to come...
Totally.
You know, it's going to come way down. Spin rate's going to come way down. I feel like I could turn the hybrid a little bit and I'd actually be fine.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, so hopefully you can see the importance of choosing the right clubs, having the right options when it comes to these difficult shots. I mean, this is a real high tariff shot, whether you're standing here, you know, par 3, you might have a great drive that's set you up for a par 5.
Yeah.
And you want to take advantage of it. having that height, you know, really is an advantage. I think back to the waste management this year, and Scotty Scheffler, Ram, and Nick Taylor playing in the same group, and they got to, it's around 14 or something, Mike, and I know they all hit good drives. Taylor hit a nice drive for him, 305 or something, and Ram and Scheffler were a little bit further up. And Nick couldn't do much other than hit it. Like, he hit a second shot in at like 52 feet of peak height, 2 iron, and it just hit the green and just scampered through the back, and he was really struggling for his up and down. Scheffler hit it a little bit further off the tee, like 325, 330, but he was hitting like a, you know, peak height, you know, 6 iron or something from 150 feet.
Yeah, he's gonna stop it. No
and it's
problem.
landed like a, you know, like a butterfly with sore feet. So, you know, that's what we want to have at least in the bag.
Totally.
Options.
Totally. Yeah. No, this was impressive. A good little test. I mean, I'm going to take it back and tinker with some clubs as well, because I've got a couple holes at my club that require a little bit higher, longer shot. So yeah, great test, and this hopefully stays in your bag.
I think it's going to stay in the bag. I think that's the majority of the time will be the option, unless obviously I'm playing somewhere where I'm predominantly going to play it, you know, the ball on the ground a little bit more. But yeah, and the other thing we never done with this, but I'm actually a big fan of, I like flighting the hybrid down a little bit.
Yeah, good point.
You know, I really don't mind, because it's got the shorter length shaft, the angle of attack can get steeper, and we can flatten it out. So, you know, obviously predominantly today, as we'll see in the short tracer, you know, we're hitting in the cut shot. You know, if you turn it the other way and kind of, you know, flight it with the shaft leaning a little bit more forward, you can certainly get that trajectory down another 30, 40 feet.
Definitely.
So gives you great options in the little hybrids. But, you know, you guys have great options all around nowadays. You just have to get fit and make sure you find the right one for you. That's the key.
100%.
Excellent. All right, stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.